So sun, moon, dragon, earth, and love. Then we did another analysis, the thermal analysis. We have checked the temperatures during the daytime and during the nighttime. We wanted to see the heat loss. If it is a natural hill, then the heat loss is very slow. If it is an artificial structure, the heat loss is much quicker due to existence of the passageways, of tunnels, chambers, galleries. And this survey also showed that the hills that have the shape of the pyramid lose the heat much, much quicker. Later on, we figure out this is due to existence of the tunnels and the galleries. Then we hired two teams of the georadar specialists. They are geophysicists, and their instrument can penetrate the surface. One team was from University of Belgrade, from Serbia, and the other one from Germany. Their leading georadar institution is from the company called LGA Biotechnik. These are the georadar instruments. They can penetrate the surface for 18 meters. What they reported in their written report was that they found 44 anomalies under the surface. For geophysicists, the anomalies mean it cannot be explained by the natural cause. What they found under the soil were paved terraces, shaped blocks, passageways, tunnels, and so on. This is an example of the one underground passageways. What they did, they put those wooden pieces and they marked which way the tunnel goes. A few words about our archaeological dig. So, in the center picture, we have the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. The yellow lines show places where we actually remove the soil and the vegetation. The one on the top left corner, shows the place where two sides meet, north and east. What would you expect from that place is that they meet at 90 degrees, the corner. And that's exactly what we found. North, east, 90 degrees. Other places, once we removed about 70 centimeters of soil, we were finding the stone blocks, you can see them on the bottom, and actually the walls of the pyramid, from the bottom to the top. This is a huge, flat stone surface. Up close, the edge of the pyramid, this is the beginning of digging there. What we did, we uncovered about 25 meters, about 80 feet of this corner here. Now we are on the north side of the pyramid, Professor Pasic, University of Zenica, two professors from the Cairo University, Suleiman Hamid, Mona Fawad Ali, and Dr. Nabil Selim, 3 times PhD in archaeology and Egyptology, the man who found 4 pyramids in Egypt. They are working with us on the Sun Pyramid. Now, you saw the video clip, you saw the photos, you saw the topographical map. There is no question in anyone's mind that the shape of that hill is pyramid. In order to prove that this is a man-made structure, you need to remove the soil and find the proofs for your claim. So this is one of the typical sections. This one is on the north side. So we removed about 70 centimeters of soil. What we found was amazing. Rectangular stone blocks. One, another one next to this one, the third one. As you can see, they form the same slope. So we have a rectangular shape, flat top, breaks at 90 degrees, flat side, flat bottom, 6 times flat sides, 6 times 90 degrees. The Mother Nature does not make blocks like this. It is a man who does it. So this is the block on the top, 45 centimeters thick. This is the second one. So the first row is laying on the second row. This block is about 40 centimeters thick. This is the third one. The reason why it's moved a little bit is because of the structural stability. The third row is laying on the fourth row of the stone blocks. This guy here is 4.5 meters long, 1.5 wide. The weight is about 8 tons. 8 tons, 7 tons, 8 tons, and so on. So we have 4 rows, one on top each other. That's what man does, not nature. After 4 rows, we have 45 centimeters of clay. Clay being a connecting adhesive material. After clay, we have the 5th and then the 6th row of the stone blocks. So what we have here is actually we are looking at the outer casing of the Bosnian pyramid. Somebody mentioned the word controversy. When we studied this, some of the archaeologists in London, in Boston, in Sarajevo, were claiming this is all natural. Well, you make your own mind. Is it all natural or man-made? Or at least made by the intelligent hand? Another section on the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, nicely shaped and then layered stone blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4. The artifacts on the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, we found this rounded plate with a bunch of lines, rounded lines, something like a snake, something like letter E. Then we colored them, rounded lines, blue snake, letter E. And then we wanted to figure out what does it represent. So we rotated this stone for 90 degrees. So this big letter E came on this side. So from here it came there. Now what we got? This green rounded line is what we call the Temple of Earth. The blue snake is actually the river Fonica, which is in the valley. The brown line is the location and outline of the Pyramid of the Love. The pink, the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. The red line represents one of the underground tunnels that we discovered 2 years ago. The blue line represents also underground tunnel that we discovered last year. And as you can see, this blue line is taking us inside the pyramid. Right now, we cleaned about 250 meters from the entrance. And the entrance is 2.5 kilometers from the Sun Pyramid. So this was actually the map of the Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids. Now, another interesting hill in Bosnia, which 3 years ago I called the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon. That's all I saw at that time. And then I wrote a book called The Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, Discovery of the First European Pyramids. And I claimed there that I discovered 5 pyramidal structures in central Bosnia, which will be followed by the network of underground tunnels. Of course, most people, call me different names. Well, guess what? 3 years later, it seems that I was right just about everything I wrote in that book. So, the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon. One triangular side, and this is perfect west. The other one, perfect south, perfect north, flat top, and we have eastern